Friends, long night tonight. Ah, man. I want to do a quick video. It's kind of an update on, or just touching back on when I was having problems with my wife's rifle, and I said it was the ammo. And that was partially true. The main part was the bolt carrier group, but the ammo did play a difference in me having to slam the rifle down and clear it. I'm going to show you what I mean to prove it. So normally when I load 223, I'll go through, clean the brass, go through the whole process. If something's really bad, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, I will crush the shoulder on the cases, either when I'm depriming it or when I'm seating the bullet. And over the years, I've kind of used a touch or a feel from where that's about to happen, because I hate wasting things. And so, you know, we're always learning. And I've come to a point where I'm just going to take the time and check the headspace on the cases, all the cases. So I forget what the exact spec was, but a lot of times in that book, when I've go to measure these things, they're way off. And so SAMI specs on ammunition is plus or minus 10, I believe, or within 10. So there's a broad, that's a pretty big margin of what's allowed. So, and those specs are what manufacturers, particularly in barrels, use to cut their barrels. So that's why you like precision shooters will use comparator tools and stuff like that to get that the jump. So basically they're trying to catch the lands. So that would be where the bullet, the ogive of the bullet, that part there where it's rounded, meets the rifling of the barrel. And I think a common rule of thumb is about 20 thousandths. So they want that away, so the bullet is actually jumping into the barrel. You don't want it right up against the barrel. That is bad. If that locks up, it actually can create pressure. You can blow out primers. You'll get very inaccurate, inconsistent shots. That's a whole different subject. I'm not going to go into that, but I will go into why this is one of the reasons why I had to clear that rifle out. So I'm going through and separating the piles. This pile is roughly, that one should be in this one. This pile is roughly 146, 1 and up, 146, 1460 and up. Okay. So you can, that one's a half a thousandth over, and this caliper goes to half thousandths. So you can see there, if it'll stay, 1465. Okay. So, oh, sorry, it moved on me. Now you stay. Here, I'll lock it in place. Okay. 14615. Okay. Not really worried about the 5. Like I said, it's a half a thousandth, so it's not going to make or break or anything. So I got, that's a majority of the pile. These ones being below that number. So 1458. Okay. And again, the 5. So very small pile, and then there's this pile. So all of these are within spec, and then these ones, oops, So over 3, 1463, oops, sorry, 164, and up. I will put into this pile up until a certain point. I forget what this one was because I started doing this last night and I just got off work and I'm working on this. Now, all of these, and you can see the majority here. This is really, really good. These ones are slightly under, and this one is slightly over these. So you can see the difference. And that comes from manufacturing, where they get the brass, how they manufacture the brass. These have all been deprined in size. So when you fire that rifle, when you fire the round, that round will immediately take the shape of your chamber. Okay, so your chamber will differ from mine, so on and so on. And the quality of the brass, the thickness of the walls, all of this, there's a lot of variables there on what you're going to get. Okay. So here is the problem that I had. Okay, and before I hit this one, this was a PMC, I believe. I thought PMC had a different head stamp, but anyway, I had a bunch of these, and when I was testing my rifle, my wife's rifle, these fired fine. It actually went through it relatively pretty good, better than everything else. I'll put it that way. Again, my wife's rifle, the bolt would not pass the go gauge, and it was completely gas inefficient, and it was just a bad bolt. And I still have it here somewhere. Doesn't matter. Oh, right here. So this guy. So basically what that's doing is when this is locked in and I push that into, you should take the ejector out to get a proper reading. So you have to take this all apart, punch the pin, take the injector and the springs out, and then just use this piece with a naked barrel is the best way to do it. And I like to do it per barrel, especially with my wife's rifle since hers is so tight. And then you push this into the barrel, and these should spin on the go gauge. So you should be able to take that, and the lugs will spin all the way around. On a no-go gauge, when you do that, that should not spin. So mine wouldn't spin regardless, or my wife's. So the one on this round, and this is a factory round, is 1461. And I went through a bunch of these, and they were within 1,000th to 1,000th of an inch. So very, actually pretty consistent. So I was happy with that. Okay. Now, here's why you saw a bunch of them, or not a bunch, but a lot. So also keep in mind when I reload all these, I'll do large batches. This thing holds 300 rounds, and I'll do 300 at a time every 2 days. So I'll have a lot of ammo by the end of the week, and I just put it all in a container, and I go out to the range and shoot it. It's just range ammo. This is 5.56 223. It's not a precision rifle. My wife's might be. We'll find out. So keep that in mind. So I'll grab a couple of these, and look at where these come out. Now I haven't trimmed the cases or anything, and I'm not measuring that. And I'll show. I should have touched base on that before I did this. So 14715. That is off the chart and way past Sammy. Not even close. So what I'm measuring is, I need a pointer. Here, I'll do another one before I do that, just so you can get a little feel of how bad that is. That one's actually close. It's above what I want. Here's another one. .1469, so almost 147. Okay. So what I'm measuring with this tool is I'm measuring this part of the shoulder, right where the, let me see if I can get a shiny spot. Let me get a better one, guys. There we go. I think you can see, there you go. So I'm measuring right where that shoulder starts to the bottom of the, oh, come on, the bottom of the case. Okay, so from here to here. So essentially, this is way too long. So when you pull that, rack your AR and send it home and load this round, what is happening is it's jamming itself into the chamber, into the mouth of the chamber. Not the mouth, but where the rifling starts to begin. And that's not going to turn no matter what. It doesn't matter if it passes the go gauge. That will not work. And your rifle will not shoot. Click, no bang. Not good. So it doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen quite often. So, and you can see I've only have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 11 of those so far, and I have this many more to go. I don't know what kind of brass. Remington is a big one. This is a Remington. This is a Remington. Cheap brass, right? So your better grades, and I have Remingtons in here. I can see the case stampings. Sometimes they use funny little symbols and stuff like that. It's just the brass. You know, it's, you know, what's the load? What's the tolerances on your rifle, your barrel? There's a lot of variables to go through when you're doing this. Is it unsafe? Potentially, sure. Yeah, you could do something drastically wrong, as a possibility. Not something I would be more concerned with, over powder charge, something like that. That would be that's my biggest concern, is making sure the powder charge is correct. Anyway, so I wanted to put this out there. I had a lot of guys telling me, oh, it's the buffer, oh, it's the buffer, oh, it's the buffer. You know, I'll put this, I don't know if they're going to see this video. But if they do, you know, I'm very passionate about learning myself and then taking that knowledge that I attain and giving it out for free, because I think we all should have firearms. I think we should all train. I think we all should train smart, and I think we should all train often. And I know it's really, really hard to do that. I know a lot of guys want to reload. They want to build their own rifles. And if I can contribute to that in a positive way at my own expense, I don't get paid for making these videos. I don't have sponsors. I don't have, you know, podcasts and shit like that. I just want to make good quality, at least information, and hopefully at some time, good quality videos. 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Anyway, so I'll leave it this one at that. I'll make more videos. Let me know what you guys think, and if, you know, let's have a conversation. If you have, you know, something to add to this, or you think I'm wrong about something, or whatever, I just ask that you please keep it respectful. I am not afraid of being wrong. I have been before once. But yeah, I enjoy guns. I enjoy shooting. It's just a passion of mine, and it has been for a very, very, very long time. So wanted to put that out. I hope you guys take something away from this. Let me know what you think. What's the stupid thing? Please like, share, subscribe. Sure. Commenting and sharing does help. the algorithm, and I've noticed the more videos I put out and the more that people comment, the more people have seen this, and I think that's a great thing because more people are have a chance to get some information they might be looking for, and for free. And I wish I had this when I started, and so I'm just trying to do my part. Is basically what I'm doing. I have no intentions of making money off of this or fame and glory and really hot women and a Lamborghini and a Dodge Ram. No, I'm kidding. Fuck. Let me know what you guys think, and like I said, train hard, train smart, and train often. Have a good night.